Hello, this is Cele1 making a new video review, the Revoltech Evangelion Unit 03 from the Evangelion Evolution series. This one is the fourth EVA in the Evolution series of Revoltech. It fixes many of the mistakes they made last time, such as not including the extra angel arms and making it a limited edition figure. I'm not going to waste time on the box. We already know they open like a book cover and have a lot of illustrations about suggestions on how to pose the figure. So let's see. As usual, there's publicity with them. This one looks a lot like the one that came with the last EVA. Publicity for the EVA Mark 6, which in here it's the prototype still, and EVA Unit 5 has the old release date. This hasn't been corrected. I think they decided to release Mark 6 in September after printing this one. Not important. Oh, cool. I don't know what it says here. Something about the robot chips. Hobby Museum Store. Kayori Hobby Museum. A map full of animals, sheep, and a lot of figures about animals. I don't know what they're talking about. Anyhow, like usual, the base is held with adhesive tape on the back. And here we are. Let's open it so that we can all see it. You may remember the Evangelion figures have this little wire here to keep the figure in place. The EVA, as we see it, packaged with its angel arms already on, and the contaminated entry block. I'm going to remove the plastic from everything so that we can see it clearly. So here's the figure. It has the same sculpt as all the other EVA units. The EVA comes packaged with its angel arms and contaminated entry block. The arms are held with the tiny Revoltech joints that normally would hold the pylons on the shoulder of the EVA. This allows a certain degree of independence. For example, the figure can spin completely the arms up, down, and all around. The arms have an elbow articulation and the wrist articulation, just like the normal arm does. I'm going to take it out for a minute so that you can see closely how the arms are held. Here is the articulation. It's a tiny Revoltech joint like the one that holds the head and wrists in place. This was not present on the last release, the 2.0 mold of EVA Unit 3. Instead, it had only longer arms. Only the robot Damashi had the angel arms. I think this is a great addition for the EVA Unit 3. I'm going to show the rest later. Now, the entry block, it's made of a clear plastic. Unlike the robot Damashi version, there is no entry block inside the transparent jelly that is the angel contamination. It's very hard to pull out, actually, so be careful because it's made of soft plastic and you don't want to break it. So there it is. The EVA comes with its entry plug cover that just attaches here, and there it is. I'm going to go easy with the articulation. I have showed it many times on the other reviews. There is an articulation on the top and on the bottom of the neck, shoulder articulation, elbow articulation, wrist, one on the upper part of the chest, one on the lower part of the torso, the already standard hip joint that allows the EVA to raise its leg and move it up and down, forward and backward, knee articulation, ankle articulation, and toe articulation. As for the extras of this figure, since it's packaged with its extra arms, you have to put the pylons on it. They come with their articulation. And here you only have to put it in place and slide it on the same place where the angel's arms are, like this and like this. And here you go, a normal EVA Unit 3. Now, one of the things that makes this EVA special is the extras that come with him. Normally, an Evangelion Evolution comes with an angel part to recreate a specific part of the movie. Since this EVA is also an angel, this figure comes with a part of another EVA, in this case EVA Unit 1, for the scene where the EVA smashes it against a mountain. This part, the EVA can be completely removed, and you can place any other unit because it has the hole with the shape necessary to put an EVA there. Now, the head of the EVA has an articulation at the bottom of the neck, so you can take it out and place it on the Evangelion number in the EVA Unit 1, Revoltech number 100. This one lacks articulation at the bottom of the head or top of the neck. However, this one has a very interesting detail that compensates for this. So, the interesting thing about this EVA Unit 1 is the fact that it can open its mouth and change its eyes like this. It has open mouth and dummy plug eyes, and you slide it back and you have normal EVA head. The articulation, as it appears, the articulation, as we see, it's on the top of the head. The jaw does not move at all, which creates an interesting effect because, strangely as it seems, it looks more natural when the mouth is open. Well, at least I think so. I'm going to put it back here. So now I'm going to show you the other extras that come with this figure. This one is the destroyed entry plug of EVA Unit 3. It has bite marks that in theory would match the mouth of the EVA like this, so that you can put it on the mouth of EVA Unit 1 to recreate the moment when the entry plug is destroyed in the movie. Interestingly, when you put the mouth in the right position to be smashing the entry plug and holding it in place, the arms will appear black. You cannot see the normal eyes nor the entry plug eyes. It stays in the middle of them, so the EVA looks as it's turned off, which recreates very precisely that particular moment of the movie. The figure also comes with these blood gushes that you can put on the hands of an EVA. Well, not only an Evangelion Evolution, to be precise, because they have these little pegs that only EVA Evangelion Evolution units have. They hold like this, and you can make the EVA be ripping apart another one. These ones are meant for EVA Unit 1 when taking apart Unit 3, but I think they would look good on any unit. Now, the EVA unit comes with 14 different hands. The normal hands that are already with the figure, fists, open palms, rifle holding hands, knife holding hands, and like karate chop hands. The other two are with the extra angel arms of the figure. Here they are. Interestingly, they have their own articulation here, which sets a fuss because normally when there's another set of arms, there is no extra articulation and you have to be changing them. So the interesting thing about the angel arms is the fact that they extend like this. I think they are fugly as hell. Instead of making a normal long arm, they made these ones that slide, making this ugly gap on the middle of them. And not only that, because only this part of the arm can extend, the part with the shoulder remains the same size, which I think it's wrong when you see the movie, because all the arm extends. I think it was an interesting extra, this one, the extending arms, but I think they're just wrong. I think they sometimes do this only to annoy us. The last piece that comes with this EVA, it's angel head. Like the head of EVA Unit 1, it has no articulation on the top of the neck, but can be placed on the EVA itself. And like Unit 1, it can close its mouth and change its eyes from normal to angel eyes. I don't know why this can't have an articulation on the top of the neck. This neck, by the way, it's longer than the one that comes with the figure. It comes also with its umbilical cable. We all already know about this. The 10-point Revoltech chip that we already know works for nothing on this part of the world, and the rubber container to put all its little hands in. I would recommend to put the entry plug there too, because otherwise you might lose it on the Goo Angel entry plug. Oh, everything else has a place on the box. And well, the final verdict, I would recommend this figure, especially if you missed out the chance to buy the Robot Damacy version of Unit 3, which is quite expensive nowadays. It comes with all the things that come with the Robot Damacy and a few others. And the head sculpt, has improved a lot since the 2.0 version. The extras that come with the figure help recreate some of the biggest moments of this particular EVA, which are rather short tragically. The only downside are the extra angel arms that are pretty ugly, with those gaps on the middle. Besides that, I think it's a great figure. So this is it for this video review. I hope you all enjoy. I also wanted to show you my Evangelion Unit 4 limited edition, sent only by those who have an Evangelion blog. Just kidding, it's a custom. Rebel Unit 3 painted on silver. I used the rebuild of Evangelion colors that appear on a short video that appeared a while ago that depicts EVA Unit 4 throwing the lance of Longinus at the 4th or 5th angel, I don't remember right now. Ramiel it was called in the TV series continuity. I will post high resolution pics on my blog later. Just a little preview of this Eva. This is Silly One making a video review of the Evangelion Production Model Unit 03, now in pieces, from the Revoltech Evangelion Evolution line. Thanks for watching. Visit my blog evaposers.blogspot.com.